Hello, I have decided to make a video of inoculating my log with chicken of the wood pellets, I think they're called. Anyways, so I watched a lot of videos, and one of the videos had you boiling the log to kill contaminants that might already be growing in there. So this is an oak log, and I'm getting ready to measure the water to put in this pot so that once it's boiling and I put the log in, I don't overflow the pot. But I also know that you're supposed to get a log that's between 2 weeks and 6 months old, which is difficult, but this one fits the bill. But it looks like it has cracks that show that it's dried out too much, maybe. I'm a novice. This is not what I do for a living. So I'm experimenting. I'm going to put a log in the boiling water and inoculate that, but I'm also going to inoculate just regular logs off the same tree. And I may try and save some of the plugs to find better wood. But my plugs are starting to condensate in the refrigerator, and I'm kind of afraid they won't last the 2 months that they're supposed to in the refrigerator. Alright, so yeah, and my Pizza Hut picture, do y'all ever remember those from the 80s? Yeah, he's definitely has been through a lot. So I'm just going to fill this water up. And my log is obviously taller, a little bit taller than my pot, but it's the largest pot I have. And I will post the video that I originally watched that is more immaculate, like in a science lab. I don't have a science lab, but doing the best I can. These are the plugs that I received for Christmas from mushroomrush.com. They looked a lot better when I first received them, but it said to put them in the refrigerator to make them last longer, like up to 2 months. And I'm already getting condensation in the bag that looks to be sealed. So I'm not sure if that's good or bad, and if that's going to cause it to start growing. But I have 100 plugs, so that's the reason I'm doing the experiment with the 3 logs that I have, just to get something going so I don't lose all the plugs should they start molding or something. The other thing that I purchased are these bags. I think it's a pack of 10. I haven't opened them yet. But they're mushroom bags, and it has a little filter on it so that I plan to put my log in this bag, kind of like they had on the video that I watched for boiling the log. It has a particular name, but anyway, so I'm going to put my log in that after I inoculate it. Here's the log getting ready to boil. I probably messed up in that the video they put the log in after the water was boiling. And once I got the log in with the water, I wasn't sure how I was going to get the log into the water without scalding myself. So I just left the log in there the whole time. Don't know if that makes a difference or not, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm probably going to have to flip this over or something, since it's kind of floating out of the water. It's not on the bottom of the pan, but it's really not supposed to be on the bottom of the pan. It said to have it sitting on something, but it's kind of floating. I don't know what that says about the log. Okay, my hour is up. My house smells like a I don't know, smells like earth. And I didn't really flip my log over. I was just taking my my ice cream scooper and kind of moving it around. I just didn't know what to do about that. So if something's growing on the end down here, so be it. Yeah, whatever's growing in there should be dead. Still a nice hard piece of wood. It's not rotten. I hope to have good results from that. is now cooled, and I've drilled holes 5/16 and 1 inch. You can't see the tape I have on there, but I did have a rubber band on there as well, kind of marking the 1 inch on the drill. I put some holes in this before I boiled it, and then I did some after boiling. So the way you position them, my stump is a bit short, but it's supposed to do about four inches apart. I've got a hole here and a hole here, and then when you come down, you offset these holes. Of course, if I had a longer log like I'm supposed to, I could put more on a log, but I'm putting this in a bag, and I'm not sure how big my bag is. I'll need to open that up and see if it's going to fit. Okay, it looks like the bag should be plenty long enough here, so I could have used a longer log, but I have a couple of logs in the bathtub that I plan to inoculate as well. I'll put them in separate bags. So you put your dowel, got a bag of them here, your plug. I have a plug that I just put in a hole. I've put alcohol on the bottom of my hammer, and I also alcoholed the drill bit just in case. I mean, the whole reason for, and you just hammer it in there, and then I'll have to melt some wax and seal that up with some wax. So I will do that and show you. But yeah, no need to show you hammering all the plugs in. Okay, I have melted down some paraffin wax that I've had since the 80s. Finally have a use for it. I tried to do it in the microwave with this plastic bowl, but it was just quicker to boil some water and put the bowl in some boiling water, and I have melted wax. So I have an old paintbrush, and I am going to probably get my husband's drill out of the way because he would not appreciate wax on that. And seal the plugs with wax. And no need for you to watch me do this. I'm going to go all the way around, and if I have enough, I will also coat the edge, the sides. So the log is waxed. I'm getting ready to put my bag, and it's plenty big. So I'll show a snippet here in a second. So the log is complete. I will cinch it off at the top so that little white label there can let it breathe, and I'm going to put it in a dark place in my house and keep you updated. When I put it out in the spring, I'll do a new video. Anyways, hope I get chicken and mushroom. Chicken of the woods. Mushroom. Yeah.